Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded a video. I think it's about to be 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video, and I think it was my FabFitFun video. And it's been a while since I've uploaded a flight attendant video, and that's because a lot has happened over the past few days. We've had some major changes in our family, and I kind of wanted to explain to you guys what is going on. So the first big change is that we are now homeschooling Alex. If you are new to my channel, I have two little boys. I have a 6-year-old and a 5-month-old. And my 6-year-old Alex is in 1st grade, and we just decided to homeschool him because this isn't something that we just decided overnight. This is something that I think we waited a little bit too long to do this, to be honest with you. I want to be very careful with what I say because this is about Alex, and if you know me, you know I've been a little bit careful with what I share about my kids, just because I want to respect their privacy. And I show Luca because Luca is a baby, and if you've been with me for a while, you know it took me a long time to even show Alex's face. But I don't know, I'm just weird, okay, when it comes to him. And I know I get criticized on that a lot because I also have like a mommy channel, I guess you can say, and you know, how can you have a mommy channel without showing your kids? But have just been a little bit more careful. It took me a long time. I'm just really paranoid when it comes to that. But I show Luca because Luca is a little baby, and I think that for now I could still show him. Once he's a little bit older, then we'll decide. However, I am a little bit private when it comes to them, and you know, I don't show like their school and things like that for obvious reasons. You know, I know that most of you that are here are people that have followed me for a while, or people that are actually interested in the content that I put up, and I thank you for that. But you know, there's always that like 1% of, you know, the people that you don't know who are watching you and what kind of people they might be. So I try to be careful with that. And then also because I don't want to share too much, because I don't know if this is something that Alex would want out on the internet a few years from now. You know, once something goes up in the internet, it's there forever. So I don't know. I don't know how he would feel about that later in the future. But it's nothing bad or anything. It's just, this is just for his own good, and I feel like this was a long time coming. He's just not getting from this what he needs from the school, you know. And he's been in that school for what is it, pre-K, kindergarten, and now 1st grade, and it's always, we've never really been happy. He's such a smart and bright kid, and I feel like he can learn a little bit better with me because I have a little bit more patience, I guess. So I just feel like for now, for 1st grade, this is just what he needs. I don't plan on doing this forever. I don't think I have it in me to homeschool him forever, but I will do it as long as I can. We are only planning on doing this for 1st grade. We'll see how it goes, and if we go and do it for 2nd grade as well. And I've been doing a lot of research over the last few weeks, and like joining Facebook groups and talking to friends that homeschool their kids, so that I can get all the information that I can. And I think I finally have everything that I needed to get started. It is a journey, and I would be so happy for you guys to join me. I know that homeschooling is something that a lot of you guys are interested in. You guys have DM'd me about this over on Instagram. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below. After I finish making this video, I'm going to do a homeschool haul. And so that's going to be kind of like the test drive, and see if you guys are interested in that. But anyway, this has been the longest intro ever. So that has been the biggest change that has happened over the past few weeks. Then we all got sick. It's been one person after another. It was like a domino effect. And then the holidays happened. My sister-in-law came over and visited us. And you know, so we were just kind of spending some time together as a family. My husband had a few days off, so you know, I wasn't really like on social media as much. I've been kind of silent too. And the worst thing, I guess, that has happened was that Luca had his first trip to the emergency room. We bought this like little jumper swing, you know, like the ones that hook over the door, like over the door frame, and we had one with Alex. It was completely safe, completely normal, like nothing ever went wrong with it. It was super sturdy, but I gave it away to a friend So we ended up buying a new one for Luca. Oh my goodness, for Luca, and it was secured when I put it, you know, over the door frame and everything. Everything was good. He was on it for about three minutes. He starts jumping, and one of the straps that holds the swing together, not, you know, not from the door frame, but like this, the I don't know, the strap, I guess, it just like malfunctioned and just like snapped. Luca was just like tipped over and like landed on his face. And if you've seen my house, I have like hardwood floors. So this is the floor. I'm sitting on the floor right now. So it's like pretty hard, and he just like fell. And he starts crying, obviously. I start screaming. I'm like holding him, like trying to, you know, rock him and make him feel better. And then I look over and his like nose starts bleeding, so I start screaming for my sister-in-law. I call his doctor. I said, this is what happened, and she goes, you need to go to the emergency room. So I drove all the way to downtown Fort Worth and took him to the children's hospital, and they looked him over, and thank God he was fine. No broken nose, no concussion, nothing of the sort. So he wasn't throwing up or anything. It was just, the doctor said it was a miracle that he was fine, and I think that's because I was there to be able to catch him. Had I not been there, I don't even want to think about what would have happened. I've reached out to the company, haven't heard anything yet. It was like a Graco jumper swing, and it's just, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you the anger that I felt in me, because I mean, it's just, I could go on, but yeah, it was just terrible, and we've been scared, and it's just been a little rough after that. And then I've been struggling a lot with like postpartum stuff. So yeah, it's been a little bit hard, and that's why I haven't really been on social media or vlogging or making videos or anything like that, or even working. But I'm lucky to be able to have a job that allows me to be able to do this and just drop, you know, trips when I don't really feel like working. And obviously I have the support of my husband, and I'm so grateful for that. But yeah, now it's time to get back to work, and time to get back into everything, you know, being back to normal. So longest intro ever, like I said, but today I wanted to sit down and do a Q&A with you guys. This is actually the second time that I record this video. I recorded this last night. Long story short, the video was terrible, so I'm doing it again, and I had you guys send me the questions again, so I'm going to sit down and answer some of your questions. Okay, so Torka Thrin wants to know how Luca's doing, and thank you so much for asking. A lot of you guys were sending me DMs when I posted that Luca had an accident, and you guys were so sweet sending me comments and messages and stuff. But he's doing so much better. He is teething, so he's super fussy, like just he's been staying up late and then just waking up super early because he's just in so much pain, and just like constantly putting his hands in his mouth. We've tried so many teething toys. We've tried frozen breast milk, we've tried frozen ice, like just frozen ice, obviously. We've tried ice, we've tried all these different things, and he just doesn't want them. He just wants his hands. We've even tried, we've tried everything. We've tried a lot of things. So let me know in the comments down below of any tips that you guys may have for teething remedies. We started him on like the camellia, I think that's what they're called. I've heard really good things about those too. Let's see what else. We haven't tried the teething tablets yet. I don't know much about them. But yeah, we tried Motrin too. His pediatrician said he can have Motrin because he fits the weight. So that's what we've been doing. But he's fine, thank you. Have you had any postpartum hair loss? Yes, oh my goodness. I don't know if you can tell. Sorry, my hair is just like, that just threw it up. But I don't know if you can see, like right here, like by my temples, I'm losing hair. Like if I just go like this, of course not right now that I'm trying to show you, but sometimes like I'll just touch my hair and it'll just like, it just falls off. Sandra E is asking me to speak Spanish. I don't know why I'm so self-conscious about speaking Spanish. It's my first language, but sometimes when I speak Spanish, my Salvadorian accent comes out, and I know that, I feel like I feel like I'm gonna get judged if I speak Spanish. Like if I get like tongue-tied or something, someone would be like, it's your first language, you shouldn't get tongue-tied, or I don't know, it's I don't know, it's kind of intimidating. But she's asking when I'm going to Guatemala, and I said I don't know. I don't know if I'm going anytime soon. If you weren't a flight attendant, what would you be? I would probably still be in the banking industry, and I really liked it. I was miserable, but I liked it. I like the whole corporate situation. I really like that. I would probably be doing something there. I would probably be in management, or hopefully in the learning and development department, which is like the training department. That's always what I wanted to do. Tips on being depressed or sad during layovers. I will say find something that moves you, something that makes you happy. For me, it was actually YouTube. I wish it would have been working out, to be honest with you. I know that some people find a lot of comfort in working out, but for me it was YouTube. I used to just binge watch YouTube videos, and then eventually I got the courage to do it myself and upload my first video, and that's just how I got started on YouTube. I was just so bored on my layovers and just like spending money, like going out all the time, and you know, it was just, I needed something to motivate me to stay in, and YouTube was it. That's what helped me. Tips on how to find the perfect airline. That is all on you. To be honest with you, a lot of people have different goals and what they want from an airline. I have friends that they want to go and work for like American, Delta, because they want to have the international layovers, or they want to say they work for, you know, a legacy airline, and that's what they want, and that's totally fine. For me, however, I want to be able to have control over my schedule, and I have, for the majority of the time, I have about 90% control of my schedule, I want to say. At another airline, I wouldn't really be able to do that, but those are just my priorities right now. Maybe a couple years ago, it would have been to have a layover in Paris or in London or something like that. So it all depends on what your priorities are and what you want your quality of life to be like. If your kids wanted to work in the airline industry, would you promote the idea? And what job do you, I can't see the whole question, but yeah, I mean, I would say be whatever you want. If they want to be in the corporate side, or if they want to be a flight attendant or a pilot even, I'd say go for it. What is the most hectic part of your job? I want to say boarding, because everything is just so fast. Like, it's just fast paced, and you need to board everyone. You need to make sure everybody is safe and the cabin is secure, and we have to take off by a certain time and push back from the gate at a certain time, and you have the gate agents rushing you, and you have the pilots wanting certain things, and you have a passenger that's not happy with where they're seated, and you have all these things going on, and you also have to be doing your job and your safety things. So I want to say maybe that's the most hectic part, but in my opinion, that's as hectic as it gets. Why did I decide to homeschool? So I did mention that earlier in the beginning. Hunter Smith, I've met Hunter before. I can't remember where. Was it in Philly that I met him? Was it Philly? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. But he was there, and I got to take a picture with him and everything, so it was nice to meet him. But he's asking if I had to choose another base, where would I go? My airline just opened a new base in Orlando, and now we have 7 bases. We used to have 6 bases, now we have 7 bases, and I would say Orlando would be another base. I don't really like the Florida weather, to be honest with you, so that would kind of be like a setback. And my husband lived in Florida for the majority of his life, so I don't know, in Orlando actually, so I don't even know if Orlando would even be the possibility or a possibility, because it's in Florida. But out of all the other bases, that would probably be another base. But if I just had like a free shot to choose another base, I would probably say Orange County. If we could have a base in Orange County, that would be amazing, because our dream is to move back eventually to Orange County. To be a flight attendant, is there a weight limit? Not in the States. In the States, I don't think they can say, oh, you have to weigh 125 pounds or 180 pounds to be a flight attendant. I think by law they can't do that. You just have to be able to fit in the emergency exit window, and then you have to be able to sit in the jump seat and like buckle in and stuff like that. What is something, so Erica Quintanilla is asking, what is something you have learned about yourself since becoming a mother? That I'm willing to do anything for my kids. You guys, I am so selfish. I am not an only child, but I grew up as an only child. And I wasn't spoiled by any means, but I am just so selfish. I'm so used to thinking only about myself and not really having to worry about other people. Like I never had like a smaller sibling to worry about or anything like that. And it's always been like me. But with kids, I've come to realize that I'm willing to do whatever for those kids. I'm willing to keep them away from anyone that's willing to hurt them or anything. So I mean, homeschooling, I never saw myself homeschooling ever. I never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I never, but now it's like it's in me to do this. Like it's in me to want to stay home and to be domestic, and I'll do whatever it takes, for my child to be okay. I just didn't know I had it in me to be able to do this much for another person. I hope that doesn't make me sound really bad, but yeah, that's the truth. I'm just naturally very selfish. I love my me time. I love my alone time. And now with kids, it's not very realistic. What has been your favorite layover? Any New York layover, because I get to go to New York, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that New York is my favorite city. But it's not so much about the destination, it's just about like the experience and the crew and what we did. We could probably just stay in the hotel room, but we're having so much fun and laughing. So I can't remember a specific one because there have been so many, but just, any layover where I've been able to just have like a good time with the crew. Amanda C93 is asking if I'm going to do Vlogmas this year. Vlogmas is like a few days away and I still haven't decided. I'm trying to figure out if I can handle it because of just everything going on. But I am going to try to find a balance and just upload more content than I normally do. So I will try to figure out a way, and of course I'll let you guys know as soon as I figure out what to do or how I want to do it. I know I've talked about doing like the 12 days of Christmas, so just like vlog for 12 days and then see where I go from there. So I might try that, but I haven't decided. I'll let you guys know. By December 1st, I'll for sure let you guys know what I'm going to be doing. So make sure that you guys are following me over on Instagram and that you stay tuned so that you don't miss out on whatever is going to come up. Angie Heine is asking, how's back to work going for you? So I've only done one trip. So the first trip was good. I'll talk to you guys after my first overnight trip. I think that is when you will get to see how I'm really doing when it comes to going back to work. As your Glimmer Sister is asking if my airline provides international phone service. No, they don't. I don't know if any other airlines do. I wouldn't know. Let me know if your airline, if you're a flight attendant, if your airline provides international service. Yeah, international phone service. I have it because of my phone company, so I'm able to get service whenever I go overseas or just international. Ashley Lynn 819 is asking, what are your favorite TV shows? I'm so repetitive when it comes to this. I absolutely love Desperate Housewives. I'm actually rewatching it. I've watched that show so many times, at least once or twice a year since 2011. I love it. That is my favorite show, and I love it. I love it so much. I quote it all the time. Friends is another top favorite of mine. Like, I've seen that one way too many times. I really like it. Breaking Bad is a really good show. I haven't really been watching any new shows. I've been really into murder mystery right now, so I've just obsessing over certain cases. I've really been into the Jodi Arias case. I don't know, I came across one of the videos on YouTube, and then I've just been really into it. So I've been into the Discovery, what is it, investigation something, whatever it's called, but I've really been into those kinds of shows right now. But yeah, Desperate Housewives is the best show ever, in my opinion. Sodium cyanide, I think. How long is your airline's recurrent training? So recurrent and initial training are two different things. So initial training is when you first go to training to become a flight attendant, and that one was a little bit over a month. And recurrent training is usually just one full day. I do have a day of training coming up in December where I have to go and do like a service training. Like we have to train with service, and just that's going to be a whole full day. And then next month in January, the following month in January, I have to go to recurrent and pretty much pass flight attendant training all over again in one day. And that's just me like renewing my flight attendant license, if that makes sense. Okay, and Katerina is also asking what my favorite holiday is. I love Christmas. Christmas is just, it's such a happy time. I feel like a lot of people like Christmas because it's just, it's a happy time. It's the happiest time of the year. Madison Harris is asking, when do you plan on trying for baby number 3? Love your channel. Love your channel, by the way. Thank you. So, baby number 3. Yikes. I don't know. Honestly, my hands are full at the moment. Homeschooling 6-year-old and a teething 5-month-old. I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for baby number 3 yet. I think I know for sure I don't want kids after 30. I'm 27 right now. I don't want kids after 30, but we'll see where life takes us. Maybe we'll try sooner, you know, than we expected, or maybe even later. We don't know yet. Well, I think things need to slow down for us a little bit, and then we'll talk about baby number 3. Do you ever get to sit up in the cockpit with the pilots? We get to go into the cockpit, but we don't get to sit in their jump seats because we are not qualified to sit in their jump seats. Just like how certain people aren't, if you're not a flight attendant, you're not able to sit in our jump seats. You have to have a license to be able to sit there. And me, 2003 is asking, who takes care of the baby when you work? My husband. My husband is always home with them. I always make sure that my schedule is based around my husband's schedule so that one of us is always home with him. And if one of us isn't going to be able to be home with them, then it'll be like a really close friend. That is just what we have planned for now. If we have to do daycare at some point, then I would like for Luca to be just a little bit older. We've done daycare in the past. I want to avoid it as much as I can because it's pretty expensive with 2 kids. Colombiano is asking, have you ever been to Costa Rica or Colombia? If yes, what do you think? Love your videos. Thank you. I have been to Costa Rica. I've been there on layovers. I've been there, like I've done like, yeah, like layovers there. I've worked trips there. I've never really explored Costa Rica. And then Colombia, I've never actually gotten off the plane. Actually, have I? Yes, Medellin. I think in Medellin I did, but I mean I didn't get to go and be a tourist. It was just like I was just working a turn, meaning I was just going there and back. I've done Medellin, I've done Bogota and Cartagena. That's all I've done. But so I really wish I had an answer to that because I really would like to visit. What's your favorite part about flying besides takeoff and landing? Ooh, I don't know. Never thought about that. Turbulence. I know this is a little weird for those of you that are scared of flying, but I love turbulence, especially when it's just like mild turbulence, because it almost like rocks me to sleep. But yeah, maybe turbulence. What's your favorite airport to have layover at and why? So if it's just like a sit, like if meaning I'm just there for a few hours, I like Orlando because they have really good food. I have like a routine when I go to Orlando. I like to get a salad, I like to get a cortadito, I like to get like either a smoothie or something. I also like, what's another airport that I really like? Can't think of it right now, but I really like Orlando because of the food. And then another question is, why the decision to homeschool so sudden? So like I mentioned earlier, it wasn't a sudden decision. This is just something that we have been thinking about for a while, and we just decided to just go for it before we let more time go by. Hey Loani is asking, how do you or would you handle 3 to 4 day trips with your little one at home? So I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't even think I can work 4-day trips because of my husband's schedule. It would have to be like a rare occasion. Like all I can work right now are turns, 2 days, and red eyes, or 3 days at the most. So obviously we would have to figure out some sort of childcare situation. So maybe like a friend can help me out, or like a drop-in daycare if we can find one in our area. And Lizzie Sinclair, I love Lizzie. Lizzie and I have talked a few times over on Instagram, and she's such a sweet person. So she's so sweet, and she's asking if I've ever had any celebrities on a flight that I've worked. I haven't. I've never been that. Actually, I haven't had celebrities, but had the Dr. Miami staff. I've had friends that have met like big time celebrities. I never get that lucky. Next question. I know it's such a weird question, but do flight attendants have to use the same bathroom that passengers use? I just wonder because even on long haul flights, I have never seen it. Love your channel. Lots of love from Germany. Oh, I want to go to Germany so bad. That's one of the places that I really want to go to. But no, not a weird question. I can see where you're coming from. No, or yes, I mean, we do have to use the same bathroom as passengers, at least on our aircrafts, you do. I'm not sure about like the long haul flights because I don't do long haul. Like I don't do any like transatlantic or anything like that. And even when we do like transcontinental, we still have to use the same bathrooms. But let me know if you guys ever have to work like on those big airplanes when you're going like overseas. If you guys have to use this, if you guys have your own bathroom or if you use the same ones as passengers. Okay, next question. What happens if you get sick on a layover and can't work the next flight? So let's say I was to get sick or hurt on a layover, I would call crew scheduling and I would let them know I cannot continue my trip. And depending on the situation, they'll probably fly me out home or I have to stay in that city, like stuck there. And they would either get a reserve to fly out wherever I'm at and take over my trip, or if I'm in base, they would just get like a flight attendant that's on reserve, so on call to take over my trip. Okay, Malanka K, were there any moments during your training or even after that that made you think, why on earth I got myself into that? Or every problem on the way was just an opportunity for you to grow? So for me, it was after training. If you followed my flight attendant journey, you know that I'm originally from California, Southern California, and I went to Florida to train for my airline and then just came straight to Dallas because this is where I'm based, and my family was still in Orange County. So I came here to Dallas by myself. I didn't really know anybody here, and of course my first year here, Dallas gets a huge ice storm. I mean, it was terrible. You know, in my opinion, it was terrible. But I have never driven on ice, on snow or anything like that. And here I am in my little hybrid Honda Civic, you know, in the slow lane. And I remember I fishtailed. I think that's what it's called when you fishtail. And I almost fell off the freeway. And somehow I managed to gain control of the car. But I ended up doing like a complete like 360 faced oncoming traffic and ended up on the other side of the freeway. I remember just like having like an adrenaline rush and going straight to my destination, and then I called my husband crying like, I hate it here, I hate Texas, I hate this, why did I leave, like what am I doing, I haven't seen you guys in like 2 months, I don't know what I'm doing. And it was just, that was just like the only moment after training that I figured, what am I doing, like what did I get myself into? But I know I said I hate Texas, I know I said it, and I know that if you're Texan, you're very passionate about Texas, but that was just how I felt at the moment. Texas has definitely grown on me ever since, but yeah, it was just the situation that I was in. It was very hard. Right, so you guys asked some really good questions. So I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. You guys definitely asked me a lot of questions, and I'm so grateful. It gives me an opportunity to be able to save those for a later video. And I will be doing these a little bit more often, but thank you to those of you that sent questions over. Thank you for being so patient with me because I haven't been uploading as much as I should have been. But like I said, life got in the way and things got a little bit crazy for us. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. I will have plenty of content coming up. You guys will get to see me go back to work again, and then I will keep you guys posted on what we're going to be doing for Vlogmas, whether that's happening or not, and whether I do, you know, the 25 days or the 12 days of Christmas. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you guys subscribe and that you click your notification bell so that you never miss a video. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram, and I'll see you guys over in my next video. Bye.